if you're someone who's interested in going in depth for certain subjects, I think this degree is just made for you.
School life was easy. Like the subjects was easy, and like you could just read the book and get to know all.
Okay.
But what I found out in IIM is that
What we learned from our basics to how we are going to apply it in our future.
From DJ nights to movie nights to, let's say, jamming sessions in someone's room.
Every Sunday we get chole bhature over here, and the line is crazy.
IIM student's typical day looks like, starting from the time you wake up. Yeah.
So sometimes we have a week where we have 9 classes each day,
Okay.
which is like starting from 9, and then we have extra online classes as well.
Okay. We understood this particular part that it's a rigorous course, guys. Trendsetters, trailblazers are actually the people who are the real flag bearers. Yes, trust me on this. New IIMs are coming up with their IPM and BMS programs, and these new IIMs are actually changing the trends. But the real trendsetters and trailblazers are the students who are joining their first program for the very first year, and that is going to be there in the history always. Today we have students from IIM Amritsar who joined for the very first program of IIM Amritsar's IPM BSQFE, Bachelor of Science, Quantitative Finance and Economics. Yes, it's a different course, my dear friends. In this particular episode, we are going to discuss about the nitty-gritties of the IPM program that's being run by IIM Amritsar in detail. So stick till the end, don't leave a minute of it in between, and hit the subscribe button right now. So guys, as I told you, we have 4 guests right now from IIM Amritsar in front of us, not in any particular order, just as I can see them on the screen. Ritisha Malvi, a very warm welcome. Agastya, Arav Sharma, and Andra Vishwakarma as well. I could not take Agastya's last name because it wasn't mentioned on the screen. Agastya, what's your last name?
Augusta Banerjee.
Agastya Banerjee. All right. All right. So let me start it from the very first day, when you got your results. What was the feeling that point of time? There was disbelief, joy, or both? Okay, Ritisha.
So well, we got our results on our mail, and it was a moment of unbelievable joy. I was literally screaming. I called my parents up, and I was like, I got in because I was actually interested in the degree IIM Amritsar was offering. Like that was because of it being a specialized degree. It was just a huge day of happiness for me. So I was just very happy about it.
Arav, how do you recall that day?
I was also very happy, and but however I was not aware about the degree at that time when I got the approval.
All right.
And to be honest, I got to know about the particular degree after I got the admission in this.
Okay.
But
Andra.
but I would say I have a
Yeah.
good interest in finance.
All right. I'll come back to that
So,
particular part as well. Yeah. Andra.
so what happened was I was not checking my phones and everything for a while when the results came, and now my mother came to me and she was like, "Oh, did you check your mail?" And I was like, "Okay, what is it?" So she said, "Oh, you got accepted to IIM Amritsar," and I was like,
Oh.
"Oh, wow, this is great because quant finance degree, and I was aiming for it from a long time." And if I would have gone to any other institute, I would have chosen my subjects like this. So this is like it's the greatest apple I got for now.
Okay. All right. Agastya.
I think for me it was something. It was pure disbelief, but with time it starts to sink in when you're experiencing the life. You're seeing that you're doing your projects, you're doing your assignments. With each passing day it starts to sink in. And as I recall that day, the moment I got my results, I remember calling up my teachers and saying that I got into IIM Amritsar, and it was pure joy for me.
The great part is that all 4 of them are SGIs, along with being now I am Amritsarites as well. So I would like to ask certain questions related to SG as well. But before that, let me ask them the next stage question, and that was, how was your first day in the campus? Ritisha, what do you recall from your first day? Were you bullied, or it was a surprise day for you? What all comes to your mind right now? Yeah.
Well, first day, like actual first on the campus was our registration day. So that was a day of mixed feelings, coming to the campus for the first time and just looking around, seeing your batchmates. And like we did, like most of our batchmates did have a conversation before joining the college as well. But like we kind of had like, yeah, we know this person, we know that person. So there was a sense of familiarity. But
How do you know
again,
them
mixed feelings.
before? Because they were SG people, majority of them.
No, yeah, SG people were there too, and because of other institutes and everything, we all joined. Like we created groups, and like everyone just kept on joining as and when they were getting their offer letters. So that happened with our college, but still, it was just like too many feelings at once, and it was all just a bit cluttered. I did meet two seniors the minute I entered the university, so they were like, you're gonna have a good time here. They did give me a lot of reassurance. So that just calmed my heart a bit. So other than that, it was amazing. It was amazing meeting everyone here.
Okay, Bachelor of Science, Quantitative Finance and Economics. I was knowing it's not going to be easy for everyone. And I had made a lot of videos telling to people that it's a passion-driven degree. Guys, maths is going to be tough. Guys, complex problem solving will be there. Guys, it's not made for everyone. Do you guys feel the same? I mean, let's start with Agastya. What's your feeling right now?
I think it is a niche course. It is made for people who have a thing for finance and math. Right now, even though the course assumes zero knowledge, I would say if you do not have a math background, you are going to face a little trouble, coping up with the subjects. But it is something that requires your focus. And if you're someone who's, interested in going in depth for certain subjects, I think this degree is just made for you.
Okay, that's great.
So
And great answer being given by Agastya over here. I would also like to understand, it's since it's completely new for all four of you, how your professors are allowing you to adjust the way of learning now. So Sarj also wants to join the meeting, but I would continue with all four of you because you have some other assignments after this, and we need to adjust him then. Okay, yeah. Let's start with Ritisha on this. How are the professors helping you? Because after 12th, suddenly Bachelor of Science, Quantitative Finance Economics आ गया, बहुत heavy हो रहा है. Agastya was telling me before this particular interview was hardcore mathematics. So how this adjustment is happening.
So, well, as it was already in the admission eligibility that maths being in compulsory subject, that did provide us a base for the upcoming calculus probability courses that was there. So, other than that, the professors have been very helpful. They do start the courses assuming that we have no knowledge. Like, even talking about economics course that we had this time, this was completely done assuming that we have no knowledge because of the various background students came from. And other than that, they're always available for us to come to doubts. Every day after the class ends, there are a bunch of students near the professor asking for doubts again and again. And all the professors in our college are very easily reachable by mail, or even if you want to meet them in person, everyone is quite available for us and they're very helpful.
Arav and Antra, please answer this question one by one now. You go from a school to an IIM. ये change कैसे दिख रहा है? What is the difference between school and
Yes,
IIM
sir.
now?
So,
ठीक है,
so
Arav,
I would like to
कोई
start.
दिक्कत नहीं. Both of you are speaking
Okay,
together,
so
that's why I
sir,
told.
uh, I would say that school life was easy. Like the subjects was easy, and like you could just read the book and get to know it all.
Okay.
But what I found out in IIM is that you literally have to focus on every single word the professor says, and it's like a whole new level. Like you just have to keep on studying and doing new things. Otherwise, like you'll just lag behind the other classmates. And furthermore, the studies are like I would say 10 times or 100 times even more as compared to school because amount of difficulty also and the amount of like the classes which we are having like in schools we are having a like full days and more classes per like chapter I would say compared to institutes.
Antra, your take.
So I would like to start with how we are taught to apply things. For example, we all being math students have learned calculus in our 11th, 12th, but what calculus we are learning here is totally different from what we learned in 11 12. We were learning how to do it, and right now we are learning how to apply it to finance and the whole business side of the world. And that is somewhere teaching us very nicely how what we learned from our basics to how we are going to apply it in our future. And this is one of the core thing for what we all come to IIMs for,
All right.
and
Now,
that's giving us.
okay, on the same lines, now same question for Ritisha as well as Agastya. Now, I want perspective beyond academics, how the life has changed beyond academics, inside an IIM. Okay, starting with you, Ritisha.
Yes, so of course, outside academics, there's a whole different life here for us. Being away from home for the first time, it just feels like a constant fun as well, other than academics. If I talk about, we're always surrounded by friends, and there are a lot of discussions going on in every common area that we have, be it cafeteria, mess, or the common seating areas that we have. Other than that, it's and we're learning how to live lives on our own, actually. Like, it's just teaching us all the ways that we should be living life and what to do, what not to do. So they have, like, in one semester, I think we've learned quite a few things that I think people would learn in a year or two of college. But I think we've had our pretty much share of learnings right in the first semester.
Agastya.
So if I had to talk about the non-academic part of IIM Amritsar, I think it has been nothing but fun.
Okay.
From DJ nights, from normal, I would say, from DJ nights to movie nights to, let's say, jamming sessions in someone's room, and the whole hostel gathering up for just one's birthday. It's it has been really amazing. Like,
All right.
I cannot even explain how fun it has been.
But
So,
I want you to explain it further, and in fact, Agastya and Arav can throw some light on the hostel life over there. So because both of you
okay.
will be the better people to ask, because boys hostel life में कुछ ज़्यादा ही होता है
Yeah.
इसलिए. Yes, Agastya.
So, so to talk about our hostels, we have a double accommodation room.
Mhm.
It has a bunk bed. We have all the facilities needed. We have an attached washroom. We have almost everything that we're gonna need. We have Ethernet cables for a Wi-Fi. We also have some Wi-Fi access, but uh, there has been some downtime, which we expect to get fixed by a day or two. So these are the facilities we have. To talk about the campus life, talk about the hostel life. We are surrounded by great peers. They're surrounded by great peers, and to be honest, it has been a completely new life from from coming up from schools to
Mhm.
living alone all of a sudden.
Mhm.
It's a whole new life in itself.
Arav, what's your take on the same question?
Oh yeah, I would say that the hostel life is really great. For example, the birthday parties we have here and DJ nights, and I would just say that the living experience with new people and the experiences you get, like the responsibilities you're learning about how to live your life and all that. It's a great learning experience, and I would say that it is really teaching us on how to live on our own and how to be responsible for your own life. But I would say it's a really great and a really fun experience.
Great. Okay, I would like to take you back to our old study uh, period and everything. How did Supergrads help at that point of time? If you can, because perhaps we haven't had interaction since long. So Ritisha and Andra, if you can throw some light on that aspect now.
So, for me, SG was a very important part because I have spent almost half of my time of the year in the library of the SG coaching,
Okay.
and it was very helpful
And
being
you're from
with
which
Anil
center
sir, Sana
in
ma'am.
particular? Okay,
I'm from
Bhopal
Bhopal
itself. Oh,
Center.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So I was always with Anil sir and then Sana ma'am, all the teachers helping all the time. Even like the most basic doubts have been solved so nicely that every concept has been very clearly taught to us every time. And like for me, it was like how many revisions I want, I will get them. And whatever questions I need, I will get them. I will get extra guidance. I will get, like, for example, if I don't know one editorial, they will literally come and teach me कि हाँ yes editorial में ऐसा हो रहा था. that was like for me it was like very one-to-one kind of experience with
clearly being
teachers.
shown by Antara that she's very emotional towards Supergrads, and that's great. I think I am also emotional towards this particular brand. So if I find someone who is emotionally attached to Supergrads, I really love that part. Yes, Ritisha. Now you.
Well, so as said by Andhra, Supergrads was a major part in my journey here too. Like she said, I would too stay in the classrooms and library for like 12 to 14 hours every single day. And with the teachers, there was a different connect altogether. And I've never felt even for once that any of the teachers, be it Sana ma'am, Anil sir, Nikhil sir, any of them made me feel that I won't be able to do it, or I was just not let down by them any point of time. Even if my mock scores weren't good, anything, they would just motivate me in some way or the other, and that would just bring me back on track. And like like the mentorship sessions, the doubt clearing sessions, they were a lot of help. Besides the classroom, you always need help from your mentors and your
Right.
teachers, and them being actually available the entire time was a very huge help. Even after the results got out, I did come to the Superat Center, meet all of them, and I sat with Sana ma'am for I think 30 to 40 minutes discussing how the prep went and how we finally achieved where I wanted to be. And getting all the results, it was just, I do give all the credit to everyone at Supergrads, and they were just immense help.
All
It
right.
wouldn't have been possible without Supergrads.
Same feelings coming from Ritisha also. She's also emotionally attached. Okay, I think Agastya wants to contribute as well something to this particular question. Yeah. So, if you can talk about deliverables or something from your side. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm from the Supergrads Jaipur Center.
Jaipur Center. Okay.
So I yeah, so I remember that during the prep days, every Sunday we used to have a mock.
Okay.
So me and my friends, we used to go to the center. We used to sit at the library and we used and give our mocks. And there was always a feeling कि यार आज mock देने का मन नहीं कर रहा. But now just looking back, now that we've gone into different times, we're like, oh my God, we're glad that we gave these mocks and we
Okay.
spent our time in libraries discussing doubts and everything. I I would like to thank Sumit sir and Rajiv sir from Superclass Jaipur Center. They helped me a lot during these prep for quant, for VA, for interview sessions. I think I owe it all to them.
अगस्त की बात जितने बच्चे सुन रहे हैं बिकॉज आई एम रिकॉर्डिंग दिस ऑन 29th ऑफ दिसंबर, कल हमारा ऑलरेडी ओपन मॉक हुआ, काफी सारे बच्चों ने जिन्होंने नहीं दिया उनको ये बात सुनकर आई थिंक कैसा लग रहा है मुझे जरूर कमेंट सेक्शन में नीचे बता दीजिएगा. All right, now let's move ahead. I think coming back to IIM Amritsar. Sorry, Arav, I did not give you the chance of speaking on this particular topic, but yes, we have the finite time, and we'll wrap it up quickly as well because you guys need to leave for something else that's scheduled next, right? Okay, now I would like to ask you, how are the nights going over there? Late night Maggie हो रही है, canteen coffees हो रही हैं. What do you do after college hours over there? So let's start with you, Arav. Your turn.
Oh, yes, sir. So if it's exam time or like assignments or quizzes, then I would say it's cafeteria coffee
Okay.
in the late night. Like we are just staying up and just studying. However, during the normal days, it's like late night Maggies. Like every room is like Maggie parties and all that. And so I would say that the cafeteria coffee and Maggie, they just go hand in hand sometimes. Like it's just a really fun experience.
All right. Great. Um, Agastya, what is your say on this? I mean, how are you spending your time after college hours?
So I think if I had to choose between a late night coffee or late night Maggie, as you mentioned, it depends on how close the exams are.
Okay.
Because how close the exams get, I think we shift from late night Maggies to late night coffees.
Okay.
All of a sudden, we've got the whole batch spending hours in the library, just and group discussions and all. So I think coffee becomes an essential for survival sometimes in the campus.
Okay, great point being made. I would like to ask one by one from each one of you, how has been your IIM Amritsar's campus impression till date? Because, we haven't heard and talked about it much. And, so how is this campus treating you? What all is there inside the campus and everything? So, Ritish, starting with you now.
Yes, sir. So, I think a lot of the students might be aware that IIM Amritsar just shifted to its permanent campus from its
Right.
transit campus this year. So, the transition for everyone, not even the IPM batch, even for the MBAs, the faculty, it was a huge change for them too. And I would not, it was obviously not an easy transition, but I think the people here made it a very smooth one comparatively. It could have been with a one with a lot of hurdles, but I think it was carried out very smoothly. So we have an academic block which has a library, the main thing we're there during exams, and our classrooms, of course. And other than that, the mess, the cafeteria, I think these two are our survivals for our college, especially the cafeteria, I would say. So the cafeteria here is like a 24/7 cafeteria. Even late at 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m., whenever you want to go, you get food. The most important part here. And again, hostels, like Augusta mentioned a few moments back, that it's a twin sharing accommodation. Everything here just feels, it actually now feels like home. I think 2-3 weeks did go us in settling in and just arranging all our stuff, getting to know the campus in itself. And the campus in itself has been a huge thing for us. Like we would have events here, like be it DJ nights or some of the clubs having 2 to 3 day events full of games, and we would have fairs here. We would have food stalls here, so that just added a lot to our experience of the campus.
Okay, so I think she's covered mostly every point. Anyone apart from Ritisha who wants to contribute to this particular answer now? Or she has said maximum. Antra, Arav, Agastya. Anyone?
Just adding on to a point, I
Yeah.
think you will find everything essential to survive here, and
Okay.
we are still in the development phase, so the campus is just expected to get better with time. I think that's all from my side.
One more crucial thing I would like to ask you, because you are in Amritsar and the city of Golden Temple and all, so how often you go to the cities over there, go and take charge of the city and go out, hang out with the friends over there. So something on those lines. Yeah. Starting with you, Antra.
So the most I have explored is the Golden Temple and the Golden Temple Wala Hallgate Market, and that has been a very nice experience. The culture here is very prominent. Like every person is so sweet. Like how we expect and have a perspective of Punjabi people of being very sweet and very happening. The city itself gives that vibe. The city is energetic in itself, and that's one thing. And then there are other places. The city also gives a image of patriotism by Wagah border and Atari.
Right.
And then we as
Have you
IIM
guys
Amritsar
been
students
over
go.
there? I mean, आप लोग गए हो border पे?
Yeah, like most of us went on the first day itself. Some of us went with the friends here, and some with the families. And another thing which IIM Amritsar contributes to is we go to the cantonment melas. For example, we went for Diwali Mela, and IIM Amritsar students performed there as well.
Great.
So that was a nice experience there.
Okay. Agastya, Ritisha, Arav, if you one by one, if you can contribute over here, how is the city treating you? Food, culture, daily life of the city. When do you guys go over there? Yeah. Anything?
So we have a shuttle service.
Okay.
Basically, it takes us to the main city, and
Okay.
and within a I would say within
On
a
Sundays or
allotted
I
2 weeks.
think any day?
On every day, on every day,
Oh,
every
great.
day we have a shuttle service.
Okay.
We can go. There's a fixed time. Uh, there's a fixed time, and we are allowed to explore the city, go on our own. We can go to malls, we can go to the main city, we can
Great.
explore everything,
Mhm.
and definitely Amritsar's famous chole kulche, as we know,
Yeah.
is something that we've all tried, and other than that, I think the
Other day
city
I
has
was
been.
having a conversation with IIM Koikor batch, and they were telling me, the only transition that they did not like was the food. But I think the only transition that you would have liked would have been the food, right? So,
Uh,
if you can get it further from here, yeah.
I think so far no complaints with the food. Even the mess food
Oh,
seems to be good, and so far no complaints. And when we go out, it's like uh, it's another experience when in terms of
Altogether different
food.
experience.
Like there are so many options, and when you're with friends, you can actually enjoy. You can share. So it's just amazing.
Ritisha and Arav, you want to contribute something, or I think everything is spoken? What do you feel, guys?
So,
Yeah.
well, when I first entered the campus, you have an assumption that the mess food is not going to be good at all and you just won't like it. But I don't think I had that feeling when I came here. Every Sunday we get chole bhature over here, and the line is crazy. It is
Okay.
crazy. Like you're standing there and you're just like, we want. I don't think any of us just misses that day. Even if we don't have classes, we are here for the lunch. And other than
बहुत
that, the
जिम
food
करना
has
पड़ता
been
होगा नहीं
amazing.
ये सब अनहेल्दी चीजें खाने के बाद.
तो संडे को तो चलता है
संडे को
और
चलता है,
फिर
ठीक है.
the
Okay.
city in itself is just so vibrant and it's so
Okay.
cultural, and again, like the shuttle bus is a huge convenience for us. It is on various times of the day as well, and every day. So even if you have to get our essentials or we just want to roam around and discover the city when we have an off, it just feels amazing. And it's just like a free leisure time that we get to just calm our minds in itself if we've had a long week of assignments or exams the day before. So like that.
Arav, anything left?
So I would just add that the city, like the food in which we can get in the city, like the restaurants, they are really great. And it's similar to this chole bhature, like I remember time when I was standing there for like 15 minutes. Like the line is sometimes so
Oh.
long, and especially the non-veg that they
So do
provide
you
is
guys
really
have
good
food with your
for
seniors?
non-veg
ऐसा है क्या?
eaters, I
क्योंकि
would
आप
say.
तो 60 बच्चे ही होंगे अभी क्लास में, right? So do you have a common mess?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah,
we have a
yeah, we have
common
a
mess.
Oh,
common
great.
mess.
So how often do you interact? I mean, do you interact with people any time? ऐसा भी है क्या? The MBA kids.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can
The
We
interact
MBA
can,
guys
anytime
are
with them.
we can. Yeah.
Okay.
like it's
Okay. Because
yeah.
usually
So it
I've seen
totally
that there's a
depends on
demarcation
the
over there in the IPM and the
yeah.
MBA wing. I mean, I am Indore in particular, so इसकी वजह से I was asking this particular question. Okay, that's great to see and hear from you guys. Okay, now Ritisha, over to you. And just this question is for you now. A typical day in your life in IIM Amritsar. IIM students' typical day looks like starting from the time you wake up. Yeah.
So well, usually depends the time we have our classes. We It depends on the schedules that we have. So we wake up, we get ready. We if we have time for breakfast, which we hope we do, so we get that, and then we straight away get to classes. And we do have breaks in between of classes, which is very good to just relax mind a bit. So we can go to the cafeteria during that time, or if the mess is still open, so we go to the mess at that time. Once everyone is done with the classes, I think depends on the time we're done. It's either cafeteria or the mess that everyone from the classes is just there having our snacks and just letting the whole energy come back. And after that, we do rest for a while. And
Okay.
if we have any upcoming assignments or quizzes the next day, we start the preparation for that. Otherwise, we just keep catching on the classes, what's going on
Why,
in that
Agastya,
sense.
you were
And
saying it is very rigorous then? I do not get this.
so it is
Sir, can I
very
answer that?
Sir, it
rigorous.
is
Antra,
sir, it is
I'll
pretty
go to you
rigorous.
as well. I
It
mean, let's
is.
have it from
So
yeah,
we
yeah.
so sometimes we have a week where we have 9 classes each day,
Okay,
which is like
got it.
starting from 9, and then we have extra online classes as well,
Okay.
and then we have assignments to catch on, then group projects, then a quiz next day. And with all this going on, we will be having our own student body things going on with each individual, and then that gets very hectic. For
Okay.
example, the last we just ended with our end terms last week, and we were having 2 exams each day, and then we were
Okay.
having ppts just before that to present, and then it gets very hectic there. And then we have our own math subjects and everything going on. So, and each student in their own life is also doing a lot individually. Like we have people who are working on the startups,
We are
people working
losing
on their
we are
own
losing your connection, Antra. I'm
cells.
sorry for
Being
interrupting you in between.
IPM first batch in Amritsar, we are having a lot to do to actually my connection has been interrupted twice or
So yeah,
thrice
so
today.
we'll move ahead
Uh,
right now to Agastya. And I would like to ask you a simple question, Agastya. You said I can vouch we are rigorous than all the IIMs. Why did you make this statement before this interview? Yeah. You are on mute actually, Agastya.
Yeah. So not quite aware about curriculum of different IIMs,
Okay.
but I am Amritsar, I would say, as Antara mentioned, that there are certain weeks, there are certain days where we are expected to where we are expected to give presentations and
I think there's a campus-wide network issue somewhere over there because we lost Agastya as well. But I can see Ritisha now, Antra quite active now, and Arav also quite active now. Okay, we understood this particular part that it's a rigorous course, guys. Now let's have the fun segment now. Okay, so I'll let's आप दोनों में से स्पोर्ट्स सबसे ज्यादा कौन खेलता है? पहले मुझे ये बताओ, चारों में से कोई एक जना स्पोर्ट्स में बहुत इंटरेस्ट रखता हो? कोई भी नहीं?
so we spend most of our time in TT here.
Okay, so okay,
Yeah.
then genuinely, if anyone wants to answer this particular question, how does the sports inside IIM Amritsar looks like? Anyone?
Okay, so we have a functioning TD table
Okay,
and a volleyball court, and
okay,
on top of that, a futsal court.
okay.
The sports complex is still under development, so we can
Underdeveloped.
expect that we can expect the sports facility to, jump to a new level once it's fully developed, but it's
Okay.
still under construction.
Because you have actually shifted to new campus and things are in a pace over there, and they'll be active in and will take their own due course of time. So after that it's going to be active. Now let's have a segment where I'll be asking questions from, in group A, Ritisha and Agastya, and in group B, Arav and Antra. Okay, so group A, one word for hostel food. Ritisha.
So it is our surviving place. So it is bearable,
Survival,
yummy.
yeah,
Okay,
Yeah, and
Agastya.
basically our survival.
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 Survival. Okay. Group B, attendance.
So very mandatory. Like
Mandatory. Okay.
really, yeah. Like
Only one
it's
word.
tough
One
to
word.
keep up with it.
Andra, one word for attendance. I think she lost. Okay, no problem. Group A, once again, assignments.
Um, Manageable.
Manageable. Manageable. Group B, mess table gossip. One word.
Interesting. I would
Interesting.
say
Okay.
interesting.
Okay. Group A, once again, seniors.
Supporter.
Supportive.
Supportive. Okay.
Yeah.
Group B, Wi-Fi. I can see that it's going and coming. So Group B.
No. Wi-Fi, uh, hopeful, lucky. I would say.
Okay. All right. Andra, तुम्हारा तो चला ही गया था अभी. ठीक है. Now once again, segment B is this or that. Now this or that. Group A, library or canteen. Ritisha.
Totally depends where we are. Like
Okay.
what situation's going on. Do we have assignments? Then
Agastya,
the
she's
library.
diplomatic.
Depends on how close the exams are.
Okay. All right. Then sports ground or Netflix room. Arav and Antra.
So sports ground.
Sports ground. Okay.
Yeah, so
Study
most
group or
preferable.
solo prep. Ritisha and Agastya.
For me, solo prep, I guess.
Same solo club.
Solo prep. And Arav and Antra. मैं आपका भी take देना
Just
चाहता हूँ यहाँ
solo
पे.
prep.
Solo prep.
Just solo prep.
Yes. क्यों आप ग्रुप बना के क्यों नहीं पढ़ रहे हो? पढ़ाई नहीं होती?
So in
The
group studies,
stud
so we just start chatting and like having fun, and it's not.
So group studies are more helpful when we have assignments because major of the assignments we have are group assignments.
Okay.
So that's when it's more helpful.
Okay. Group A, once again, chai break or sleep break?
sleep break.
Sleep break? Okay. Group B, professor's joke or friend's meme?
Friends meme.
Antra. Antra का Wi-Fi फिर से खराब चल रहा है. All right. On that note, I'll say bye-bye to all four of them. Ritisha and Agastya and Arav and Antra, all four of you, for making this huge. We missed Saransh because he was there in the meeting, but उसको allow नहीं किया क्योंकि इनको जल्दी मुझे छोड़ना था. But this was interesting conversation. Some key takeaways. Yes, I think what Agastya mentioned and what Ritisha mentioned at that point of time, that it's a maths heavy course, guys. Yes. And certainly, you need to be good and perfect in mathematics if you are joining this particular course. And certainly, the IPM program of IIM Amritsar is rigorous, being told by Antara and Agastya, both of them. And Arav contributed by saying that they've got fantastic campus, but it's developing. It's in the developing phase because there has been a transition. So all four of you, thank you. Thanks a lot. because it is an insightful conversation and that's going out in public now. For the very first time, IIM Amritsar IPM program is rocking and it's going to rock in the future as well. Thank you. Thanks a lot.